South Africa's democracy begins in 1994 when the world is already changing. The world is saying the old is not really sustainable. What is the new way forward? And as part of that journey of transformation, South African businesses had to be seen to be doing the right things. What are the right things to do? You employ people, you create jobs, but you need to plow back into the community.
So over the last financial year, we were able to invest 40 million Rand in our CSI initiatives. We helped build small South African businesses by investing another 10 million Rand in our enterprise development initiatives. We have spent more than 4 billion Rand in preferential procurement. Those are the things that we've put back in to make South Africa a better place.
Hey, Natty.
Hey,
are you good?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good. Hi. We live in a world today where digitalization is fast. I mean, people say the fourth industrial revolution is coming. It's come. We are in it. We are a financial services company. Everything that we do is computerized. So we thought as a foundation, we could, part of our strategy of addressing youth unemployment, we should be able to address digital skills. So we partnered with Within Code. I mean, people always ask when a company chooses partners, but why this one? So why Within Code?
First of all, IT skills, those are very critical skills in our economy. Ultimately, we want to see young talent being absorbed into meaningful and also sustainable jobs, and which is what is happening here with the partnership we have.
So that is why now we have Nomsa here, we've got Tsepo, and Spamand has been part of this journey, been able to be absorbed into the company. Nomsa, when did you start with Women Think Code? Because Women Think Code was part of Within Code, yeah.
So I got into Within Code in 2020, and then there is a program for women in technology that gives us support. And then I went there, gave it a shot, and I fell in love with coding.
So Momentum absorbed you after the skill?
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw a very comprehensive structure that is used to transition young people who are unemployed through providing them with technical skills into jobs as software developers, which is a growing space, which is a lucrative space. 60% of our students coming in are coming from extreme low income households earning 75,000 rands per annum. By the time they finish their first internship and land a job, they more than triple their household income. That's the kind of work that I was interested in doing, and that's why I joined Within Code. It's not about handouts, it's really about change and sustainable change and meaningful change. So, hi ladies, this is Nomsa. Nomsa was part of the 2020 cohort at Within Code, and she is now a software developer at Momentum. I think specifically after they do their internship, they realize all of the tough things that they had to deal with in the program actually prepared them to do really, really well in the workspace, which is wonderful because that's what we want. We want them to go in there with the confidence to be able to say, oh, I can do that, I can add value, I understand how to do certain things within the space.
The importance of having young people being part of the organization and sitting around some decision-making boardroom tables, I mean, you can't underplay that in today's world. So is the gender lens that I speak about. How do we enable women's journeys to success? Momentum came up with an initiative called She Owns Her Success. Advice is very important, especially when you're young and you're an entrepreneur in business, because there's many challenges. So you need advice, and Momentum has been able to do that very well. And She Owns Her Success is really about empowering and inspiring women as well to say, we will enable you as Momentum to own your success.
So this is our new space, our new studio.
Hi everyone.
Let's jump in.
Momentum had this desire to assist where they felt the most help would be needed, focusing on how to support women-led entrepreneurs. Our company, Sukume Consulting, was then selected to be the business coach to these entrepreneurs and their businesses.
Okay, so this is our studio, our lab, that's where we do the thing.
We met Sibongile through the Momentum competition for entrepreneurs. So she has a business that builds prosthetics for people affordably and sustainably. And she actually has created a niche where people who previously were not able to afford high quality prosthetics can now afford it because of the work that she does.
So this one is actually our high performance prosthetic, but it's going to be easily affordable and also easily accessible to our people.
When you say high performance?
I think I always had this entrepreneurial spirit inside me, and then also the other thing is that to actually witness, how our people struggle to access prosthetics, I think that actually provoked me, to say that one way or the other there must be something that one can actually do and try to solve the problem.
So we just wanted to know how does he feel wearing it, and how does the material look?
My mom, she actually does all our sewing, the inners, the pants, you name it, Shiva.
I think one of the things we find is a big difference with women is how they are able to use their businesses as a platform to grow not just themselves and their businesses, but their communities. They involve a broader network of people in the business, and they actually take some of their earnings, most of them, to reinvest in the communities.
I'm a female that is tapping in a space that is male dominant. It's not easy, obviously. And then coming from an underprivileged background as well, it's not easy. To be honest, I think it has to do with my humble beginnings, when you're actually raised by parents that are both self-employed, but when you're actually surrounded by a strong network and mentors, it makes it easier for you.
But Mom, we did well today. Take 5 days.
So the spirit, the essence of Metropolitan is the collective one. Is together we can. Hence Metropolitan Collective Shapers comes about. But it's targeted. As I said, focus is important, even there, at enabling young, unemployed youth to be able to help in their communities. It means they can sustain their effort. It means they can employ more people in the community.
We're finally here at Benjamin's farm. It's been quite a ride. The road is not fantastic, but we've made it. We are currently in Polokwane. We are visiting Benjamin's farm. Benjamin is one of the collective shapers who was in our inaugural program. We created the program as a response to the high youth unemployment issue in South Africa, and we wanted to, as a brand, be the ones who are driving the solution towards creating employment for youth. We call it Collective Shapers because the program is meant to get the youth to rally behind shaping their communities and to collectively solve for the problems that they face.
Farming for me is not just a business. Farming for me was my way of improving other people's life. Like in January this year, I managed to hire about 25 temporary workers. When I met Metropolitan Collective Shapers looking for the young farmers, I was so excited about that. It revived the passion which I had into farming. There was training which they provided. When I got the Thrice money, it also helped me a lot to invest back into my business. To me, if it wasn't because of the Metropolitan, I was not going to be where I am today. It helped me a lot.
He has been able to not only transform his own life, he has been able to transform the lives of the people in his community. He has grown over the years, and we have seen his success, and his success is also the success of the people within his community, his collective, as well as also taking the knowledge that he's learned and passing it on to other youth who are interested in the agriculture sector.
Nowadays, our economy is very down, but agriculture is picking it up. Here at Dawa, I'm doing my internship. I learn about the paper dew. How they prepare it, plowing, planting, what type of fertilizer they use. Farming, it's good. You get a lot of money.
My company's name is Davua, which is vendor weight. Davua is to grow. I looked it into two different ways. We are growing vegetables and crops, yes. But then the other thing is to grow the communities around me. For them to be able to create jobs and for them to be able to feed their families.
When you think about business, it's so easy to think that it's only about profit and sales, but really, it is about getting out of bed every single morning, knowing that your purpose will have an impact on the lives of people around you.
What I love most about my job is, number one, you get to become a parent to those who are parentless, you get to become the hope to those who are hopeless, and you get to become an inspiration to those who say there's nothing for them in this world. I teach computer applications technology from grade 10 to grade 12. I decided to teach at this school because I was once a learner here. I believe it is a way of giving back to the society that I am part of. The ICT lab that we are having in our school, it was made possible by the Telkom Foundation. Telkom Foundation has provided us with 50 computers and 2 servers and 2 smart boards. Now with the smart board, you get to interact with it, and then the learners get to see videos. We can do a lot with the smart board. And then since we are in the 4th industrial revolution, it makes us to be more relevant.
The Telkom Foundation is the corporate social investment arm of Telkom, and our focus is mainly around social development in education and training and the future fit skills for young people, making sure that they are part and parcel of the technology revolution. So our high school support program comprises of a couple of sub-programs. Our intention is to ensure that we prepare the learners whilst they are still in the high school space. The future is technology and the future is ICT.
At first, I didn't even know how to start a computer. And then in grade 8, they taught us all the basic functions of a computer and how it works. What I like about computers is that there are so many opportunities. The technology that I learned in this ICT lab will help me in the future. I want to do cybersecurity because I love working on computers.
The benefits of the lab, I would say first academically. It has impacted the learners' performance because we got 100% last year in CAT. It's impacting them quite positively. Not only in CAT also, if they can't do research at home, if they can't print, we always tell them there's a computer lab at your school. You must come and use that.
One of the initiatives that we also brought to the school was the Mzali app. They provide the communication between the parents and the schools because they've identified the gap between the parents knowing what's going on in their children's education so that they can better support their kids.
What I like about it is that the messages, they receive them instantly. I can message a parent, one parent, I can message a class, I can message a grade or the whole school. That's the nicest thing about it. It does have an impact academically also because the teacher now is able to send learners work even when they are at home, so they don't have to miss out on anything.
Since I have the app, I can see the progress from Karabo each and every time when she comes from school. We can go to the app together, check the homework, everything. I'm proud of Karabo because the marks, they are very high because of the app. And I know everything about my child because of the app.
Last year we had 230 matrics and 220 of them passed. I was so proud of us that we've brought so much happiness into the families and their lives. Having 1,300 kids in one institution, they are not out there, they are not in the streets. And when they are here, they are my babies. I need to make sure that everything is fine. I believe this is what I was called to do, to bring change.
One of the programs that are very exciting that we're working with is the Future Fit program, where we're looking into those skills that young people need to have that will prepare them for the future world of work. Currently, it is those 21st century soft skills and also robotics. We believe that a child should not just finish grade 12 with a senior certificate, but there should be other competencies that a learner could do. And also to open their eyes to see how many opportunities are there.
The Future Fit program has career opportunities such as web development, software development, and data analysis. I learned how to develop my own website, how to make apps using Atom and using Scratch. So basically everything I enjoyed and it was interesting. My dream is to be a neurosurgeon, but after I joined the program, I thought of being an IT specialist. I'm proud that I just did very well after my father died in 2021. I had an academic comeback that was very high. So all the works I've done is me making him proud wherever he is and making my mom proud for raising me as a single parent.
In our high school support program, we've got the supplementary teaching program where we support our learners with maths and science as well as English, because we understand that they're gateway subjects to careers in ICT. So to do that, we work with various partners in various communities, and one of those partners is Kutlanong.
Are you ready for the lesson today?
Kutwanong is a non-profit organization that is committed to accelerating the performance of physical sciences and mathematics at school, especially the learners that are coming from rural areas and township schools. The program normally runs during the weekends. It is going to help our learners with great potential to even do better.
In maths, I was performing in 50%, and then I decided to go and join Kutlanong, and then right now I'm around my 90%, which is level 7. And then in physical science, I was around 30%, which was very disappointing. And then right now I'm around level 7, which is 80%. Kutlanong is a very, very good program. Next year, I want to be on the top 50 learner in Free State.
Within the ICT lab, over and above the hardware and connectivity, we offer our education platform, which is called Telkom Lightbulb. And it's open to all the learners in the country at no cost to the learners. And you would not also require any data because we've zero-rated it on the Telkom network. So any learner with the Telkom SIM card will be able to access that.
Lightbulb is an online learning platform that is completely digital. So one of the key aspects about it is to provide access to quality education to learners anywhere across the country. By allowing them the ability to log onto a device, doesn't matter if it's a computer, laptop, or mobile device, they can get access to quality educators from anywhere in the country. They can get access to quality content, assessments, modules to help them understand and perform better at their own subjects as they're going along. We've seen marked improvement in students' results. On average, there's a jump of 15 to 45 percentage points in the actual marks by them continuously engaging with the platform. A lot of students have come back and given us great testimonies to say, hey, you know what? I passed my matric because of light bulbs. So that type of impact, it goes a long way. It also helps us to give us motivation to keep doing what we're doing.
In our high school support program, there is also the teacher development and support program, where we look after supporting teachers in terms of ICT integration. One of the partners that we work with in the teacher ICT training and support is SchoolNet SA.
So SchoolNet is focused on teacher professional development, community development, as well as learner development in ICTs. Looking at how do we use technology for purposeful learning, teaching with pedagogically sound ways the curriculum content that's available, and trying to get teachers to understand that technology needs to be used in purposeful ways to engage and excite the learning that learners are meant to be engaging in.
I'm teaching computer applications technology. I've decided that I want to become a teacher so that I can make a difference to someone's life. And sometimes you present a lesson to these kids and you do not have the necessary resources so that these kids, they will see those resources. Now, ever since this program started, it has taught me that even if you do not have the physical hardware, for example, that you are going to present to these wonderful kids, but you can still make use of online videos so that these kids will see visually, for example, that this is a 3D printer and so on. So it has enabled me to improve the manner in which I present a lesson in class.
This type of work makes you feel as part of the solution in the country. And you can see that our contribution is making a big impact in the lives of South Africans. And also to join hands with the other millions of people that are actually making a difference in the country.